VicNet is an online portal that allows you to interact with your volunteer organization. Through this portal, you can receive news and messages from your volunteer organization, keep your personal information up to date, view and manage your schedule, post your service hours, review your service history, opt into text messaging, and manage your message preferences. This video will provide you with a brief overview of the VicNet portal and how to use it. Keep in mind that each organization will configure VicNet in the way that works best for them, so your organization's portal may look a little different, and you may not have access to all of the options and features discussed here. Now, if you do have questions about how you should be using VicNet, you should get in contact with your volunteer administrator at your organization. The VicNet login page should look something like this. Now, your organization may have sent you a link to their volunteer portal, and many organizations include links to VicNet on their website. If you're not able to find the portal, you'll need to contact a volunteer manager at your organization, and they should be able to direct you. If you see a field to enter an account number on the login page you're viewing, you are in the wrong location. Volunteers should not log in here at www.volgistics.com. Only volunteer managers use this login page. Each organization has a unique login page, so as a volunteer, you'll need to log in at the VicNet portal for your organization. Once you've found the correct login page, you can access the portal by logging in with your email address and password. If your volunteer organization provided you with a temporary password, sent you a link to set your own password, or had you set a password on your application, you'll need to use that password to log in. If you do not have a password yet or don't remember your password, you can set a new one by clicking the password reset link, entering your email address here, and clicking send reset link. So long as the email address you enter matches the one on file for you, you'll receive an email with a link you can use to create a new password. In this section, we'll give an overview of the pages in VicNet. Again, each organization will be able to customize their portal, so you may not see all of the items that are described here. However, this should give you a general idea of what you'll see and how to use each page. If you're accessing the portal from a desktop or laptop computer, the navigation options will appear as buttons along the top of the portal. If you're accessing it from a mobile device, the navigation options will appear along the bottom of the page instead. Whatever device you're using, you'll have additional options in the user menu at the top right of the portal. The first page you'll see here when you log in is the home page. Your volunteer administrator may use this page to keep you up to date on events that are happening at the organization, provide you with access to forms or other documents, or offer other kinds of information. The home page may also include a place for you to upload documents for your volunteer administrator. For example, you may need to complete a form and send it back to your organization. In these cases, you'll find a document upload or similarly named section on the home page. Here you can see the documents you've previously uploaded and have the option to upload more. To upload a document, click the area labeled Drag or Choose File, or drag the file you wish to upload into this area. Then use the Name field to rename the file if you'd like, and select the kind of document from the drop-down list. Then click the Upload button. Your volunteer manager will be able to send you messages within VicNet called VicMail messages. You can review these messages on the Mail page. If you have any unread VicMail messages, the Mail button will show a pulsing icon next to it. On the Mail page, you'll find a list of the VicMail messages that you've received from your volunteer manager. Unread messages will appear in bold, and you can view a message by clicking on it. On the Schedule page, you'll be able to view your schedule, and if your organization allows, you'll be able to sign up for and remove yourself from shifts. This page will look a little different depending on how your organization has decided to use the scheduling features. You may be able to view the schedule as a calendar, or you may just see a simple list of available shifts and shifts you've signed up for. We'll provide some examples of how these look and work here. Organizations most commonly use the calendar view of the schedule. With this option, you'll be able to change your view of the schedule between a monthly, weekly, daily, and your schedule view. Typically, you'll start off on the month view of the schedule, and this will show your scheduled shifts and indicate how many shifts are available for you to sign up for each day. You can see more details about a particular date's schedule by clicking on the date in the calendar. This will bring up the day view for that specific date. Here you'll see a list of your scheduled shifts for that day. Then you'll see a list of openings that you're eligible to sign up for. And lastly, you'll see a list of other scheduled volunteers. In addition to the month, week, and day views, you can also get a simplified view that shows only your scheduled shifts by going to the Your Schedule view. This will give you a list of all the shifts you've already been scheduled for, and the system will automatically load more shifts as you scroll through, so you can easily review your upcoming schedule. You won't be able to see or sign up for new shifts or see other scheduled volunteers from this view, though. You can change your view to any of these options at any time using the drop-down at the top right corner of the schedule page. You can also navigate through different time periods in the schedule using the options that appear at the top left of the schedule page. The Today button will bring you to the current date. The left and right arrows will navigate to the previous or next period, depending on which view of the schedule you're using. And if you'd like to navigate to a specific date, click the calendar icon and then choose the date you'd like. If your organization allows you to schedule yourself, you'll be able to sign up for shifts on the day or week view. To do this, click the Schedule button next to an open shift you'd like to sign up for. This will bring up a box with the details for the shift, and you can add yourself to that shift by clicking the Schedule Me button. A similar process is used to remove yourself from a shift that you've already been scheduled for. Just click the Remove button next to the shift. A dialog will appear with the details of the shift and ask whether you're sure you want to remove yourself. Click Yes to remove yourself, or No if you'd like to stay scheduled. You can learn more about any assignment by clicking the assignment's name, which will appear as a link. This will take you to the opportunity directory listing for that assignment. Depending on how the volunteer managers set up the listing and their account, this could show the description of the assignment, additional directions, contact information, and even a map to the location. If your organization does not use the calendar scheduling option, the schedule will be displayed as a list instead. In the list view, you'll be able to see your scheduled shifts and the shifts that are available. To sign up for shifts, check the box next to each one you'd like and click the Schedule button at the bottom of the page. If the checkbox next to a shift is disabled, then it conflicts with another shift you've already selected or a shift that you're already scheduled for. If your organization allows, you can remove yourself from a shift by clicking the Remove button to the right of the shift and confirming that you'd like to be removed. In both the calendar and list views of the schedule, you can filter which shifts are visible using the Filter button. In the calendar view, it will appear at the top right of the page next to the drop-down used to switch between views. In the list view, this button will appear at the bottom right of the page. With the filter options, you can choose which assignments you would like to view schedules for. By default, you'll see shifts for all assignments you can sign up for, but the filter can help you find shifts for specific assignments you're interested in. Once you've selected a filter, the button will be highlighted and show Filter Applied, so you know that not all information is being shown. You can clear the filters you've set by clicking the Filter Applied button and then clicking Reset. The service page allows you to view and report your past hours. Now, if your organization allows you to post your own service hours, you will do this at the top section of this page. This includes fields to indicate the date you served, the assignment, the times or the number of hours, any other measures related to your service, and whether this entry should apply to a service mandate. Now, once you've entered the relevant information for your service, click the Post button and confirm your entries to submit that information. Below that, you can review the service you've performed with your volunteer organization. This next section will list any service mandates you have been assigned and your progress toward completing them. The next section will include general statistics about your service. By default, you'll see the date that you started with this organization, your fiscal year-to-date hours, and your total life hours. You may be able to expand this section to see additional statistics. The last section will show your service by calendar year. You'll see a row for each year you have recorded service with the organization and the total hours served in each. You can click each row to expand it to see individual instances of service you performed in that year. You can use the Print button to create a printable PDF copy of the page with years expanded or collapsed as they are now. You can also use the Print button inside any year's section to print just that year. The Export and Export Year buttons work similarly, but create Excel files instead of PDF files. You can access the Profile page by clicking the User menu, the top right of the portal, and then clicking Profile. The Profile page allows you to review your personal information and update it as needed. Your information will be organized into collapsible sections, and you can collapse or expand those sections by clicking on their headings. Depending on how your organization has configured the fields on this page, some fields may be required, meaning they must have information entered. Other fields may be read-only, which means you'll be able to see them but not edit them. If you make any changes to your profile information, be sure to click the Save button. To access the Account page, select the User menu at the top right of the portal and then click Account. The Account page lets you manage the password you use to access VicNet and choose which kinds of messages you want to receive from your organization. If your organization uses text messaging, you'll also have options to opt in to receive those. And once you opt in, you'll be able to manage your text messaging preferences here as well.